What's up, y'all? Welcome back in. This is crazy. That's anyway, Jesus Christ. All I did was move the fucking quarterback to 7. I mean, it's just no fucking happy medium with this shit. Man. We just keep changing until we get them right, I guess. Pittsburgh is sorry for the win. Get back to the rebroadcasting.
Welcome back, everyone, to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Currently, it's the Steelers with a football as we get back into the action in quarter number 2. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
That's the end of the.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October.
Minnesota.
We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. The Panthers still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we're off to check out another game. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Adam Humphries, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. In that matchup, all even in their battle with the Chicago Bears.
Mickey franchise.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. The second half starts with a carry by Bell, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
T.J. Watt. Patrick Mahomes sack.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Mahomes pass intended for Sammy Watkins. Incomplete.
So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And Charles, the good news, they got to stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question, because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game, because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
James Conner.
12 more yards there and another first down.
He's run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They go play action now. Roethlisberger under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in.
Wow.
And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on 3rd down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. 2nd and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should listen to you, partner.
It's a gain of 4, and it gives them the 1st.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
On the carry.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for...
Oh, I didn't mean to throw that ball. I hit triangle.
Picked off by Justin Lane. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got...
No, I would have did it right here. I didn't mean to throw that. I thought he was triangle. I thought it was triangle, not him.
Let's go.
God damn it. You hit the wrong button.
Steelers ready for their next possession.
Oh, what was that?
I mean, they need something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to the
triangle
locker
is the slot guy. You fucking idiot. Why you hit? I thought he was... Oh, you know what? You had the wrong route. You wanted him. You knew the guy was... It was the fucking square cutting across the middle. Which would have probably been picked off any fucking way. dang it. And see, they don't even make him go up for the fucking ball. This is bullshit. You wanted him. You wanted to hit him right here. But he just picked it off anyway.
Okay, because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. And their lead will swell up to 28.
Chiefs 31, Steelers 3.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Alex Okafor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Wow. That is open. They're playing defense this fucking good. They never played this fucking good.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Told you to anomaly because we ain't did shit since the first half. Nothing.
41. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
3rd down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
It's making a competition. They made the best couple games in. Damn, I don't understand why they can't do that.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Johnson the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Fucking Mahomes could
Brings up
miss that
3rd
throw
down
every
and
fucking time he threw it. I mean, this is just a glitch in the fucking game.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the
again, it's Bell. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Watch that in. Tight end right. Tight end's right. We got 4. We got 4.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra points. The uprights.
38. Steelers 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Watch out for Hill on the return. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up, 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Bell. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City 1st. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On 1st down, it's Bell, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On the carry.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Chiefs.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Here he comes. They still got some
that time the right guard sending him backward.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They start calling penalties to back you up.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Chiefs field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
Steelers 3.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Colin Saunders. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word
Take
go.
a knee and get the shit over. I go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger, screen pass to Connor. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. This is Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Don't close your eyes on that.